If we were to listen to some of the far-out rhetoric being shouted outside of the Capitol today, then classrooms like this one all across the state will become museum pieces.
Against the backdrop of empty school desks, Assemblymembers Noreen Evans, John Pérez, Saldaña, and Juan Arambula shared an Assembly Democratic tax reality to contrast with the so-called Tea Party anti-tax protests outside the Capitol.
New taxes are always unpopular. No one enjoys paying their taxes. But years and years of sustained cuts to services, now there is no fat left to trim. The people of California support teachers and students more than tea bags. They want substantive leadership, not snappy slogans. We all need solutions, not sideshows.
When we see books on these desks, what we really need today are computers. What we really need are students who can graduate, who can succeed in an increasingly high-tech, high-demanding workforce. And yet, as long as we cut back on education, we will not develop the workforce for the 21st century. The people that are outside today, they're calling back centuries ago to an old reality. We here stand in support of a future where our children have the skills they need to succeed in increasingly a global workforce.
Assemblymember Pérez focused on the two-thirds vote requirement to pass a budget as a way for a couple of lawmakers to hold the entire process hostage.
The affront to democracy in our governance system has really been demonstrated by the two-thirds requirement to pass a budget and the two-thirds requirement to make any of the substantial decisions that we need to make around taxation and the operation of our state.
For several years, until February of 2009, California's budget had only been balanced through spending cuts. Assemblymembers Evans and Saldaña unveiled a scroll to illustrate the cuts that had been made.
What you're seeing here is only two-thirds of the entire scroll. It's 150 foot long, and it reflects all of the budget cuts that we've taken since 2003. Cumulatively, it's $26.7 billion.
We are their elected representatives. This is taxation with representation. We endeavor to do the best we can with limited resources, and we will continue to do that regardless of what individuals may say who want to turn the clock back to a time when there wasn't a system of public education, when there wasn't a system of unemployment insurance compensation or a safety net.
We need, in this legislature, along with the governor, to guide this state through a very perilous time and to avoid making cuts that are so severe that our state will never recover.
This report was produced by the Speaker's Office of Member Services.